Hey folks, I'm back with more of the Quantum Online Puzzle Hunt. Um, I decided the first three were fun. I decided I'd keep going after a bunch of these because they're interesting. And again, I've solved one of them, and that shouldn't disqualify the entire hunt. So I went through and I made a sheet for all of them. Um, you can see the one puzzle that I've solved. Of course, I've already solved the gay puzzle. Um, and yeah, I'm probably going to try to do something fishy and comebacks in this one. Objectional ranking, I looked at and was like, "Oh, that's probably its own video." Oh boy. So anyway, let's check out these other two. Oh, well, okay. I was about to go create a sheet for this, and then I see this is where we're at. Okay. So some of these have a blue outline on them, and others don't. We've got like 3 eels. Okay. Um, I don't know what I expected from a puzzle called Something's Fishy. Can, so we've got all the fish are either looking to the left or the right. This is 6 by 5. I mean, that's the size of a Jeopardy board. Um, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Just mess around with it for a moment. So let's just cross off the red herrings. That was sloppy. I'm just doing this right now to have this. Wow. I'm doing this right now to have like a visual distinction so I can see what this grid looks like without them. So the reason why I'm crossing off red herrings here is because red herring is often a indication of that you're on the wrong track, right? A red herring is a bad trail. So I'm like squinting. Like there's something interesting about the fact that um this is an e. Oh, that didn't change at all. This is an eel, this is an eel, and this is an eel. And they're all in the same row. And then we've got goldfish, goldfish, goldfish. Can we do... Alright, so... Hold on a second. Um... Goldfish, goldfish, goldfish. These two look kind of like the same type of fish, and I'm guessing they go with this one. But that is a guess. I mean, these two definitely look like the same kind of fish. Yeah, and then we've got like this, this, and this. And in each of our groups so far, one of the three of them is dark blue. Okay. Is this a semaphore? Delio? Because right now everything would work for them to be semaphore letters. Yeah, because you could have this go to here and here. I am a little vibing on this, but this is starting to feel right. And then this one goes here and here. No, that stops being correct. Does this now have to be here and here? Okay, so let's go with if this is semaphore, what letters does that give us? I am gonna pull out my semaphore thingy on my phone. Coder, there it is. All right. So I'm on yellow. Yellow would be like this. That is an I. Orange would be there. That is an O. Well, I like that we're getting vowels. That's nice. Pink is those two. Is an N. Blue is a cross. That is an R. That is going to make green also an R. Okay. Okay, so there's 30 here. We crossed off 6 red herrings. So that puts us at 24. So there should be 8 blue spaces. This is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. I don't know how we read it, and I don't necessarily like starting with NR, but we'll get there. Okay. I am still currently vibing about what fish fit together, and I'm sure that there is an actual way of figuring this out. Um, this is what I get for not solving in Chrome. Here's the reason why I want to solve in Chrome. It's because in Chrome, I can do this. Fish. Search this image of Google Lens. Damselfish. Great. I'm just gonna make a note here, damsel. All right. I'm guessing. Well, I thought this for a second, but then was like, no, wait. Oh, I'm willing to bet these are probably in some sort of order. Let me just find out. These are probably like alphabetical. Yeah, this is a bass. What's this guy? Frogfish. Yeah, this is smelling A through 8H. All right, what do you got for me up here? Halibut. Yep, it is in fact all about the halibut. All right, this is a damsel, and that's not a damsel. That is an eel. You cannot read anything I'm writing there. Eel. All right. Well. Oh, and we have a goldfish here. All right. So let's go get these others. That is a discus fish. No, it's an angelfish. Okay. Uh, what have we got here? Carp. Is there any dark blues I haven't identified? I don't think so. So we have. All right. Well, I think we're just solving it on here, folks. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All right. The goldfish is giving us an O. The halibut is giving us an R. Ending in OR is great. Bass is giving us an N. The frogfish is giving us an I. That's another great place for that. The eel is giving us an R. Interior? No, okay. Let's get one more letter. Let's get the A's. So angelfish. Is that an angelfish? Yes. We use the light orange for that. And then like that or that are our two options. It's probably here. I had a guess. That is also an angelfish. I believe that is an A. That is an A. Sure. Anterior. That is correct. All right. So I'm just gonna make a sheet for that. And I am going to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Entirely so I have it later. Cool. Okay, comebacks. This one looked like it had a bit of work on it when I opened it. Okay. So this is a bunch of drop quotes. I'm excited to find out what's going to be wrong with this. Okay, we're going to copy to existing spreadsheet, recent, quantum. Okay. First of all, I love you all. I'm changing this font. And okay. Oh, exclamation point. Okay. Just looking for this is either Isle or Ive. It looks like Ive. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, thank you. Um this is probably and we have an ing on the end here, probably here. This would have to be a T. Likely a the. Maybe just starting with some assumptions and then seeing where things go from there. It's interesting that this, like, these two lines in this want to be a question, but we can't start with a question word. And I've got a interesting. What's I'm looking for the three-letter word that could be here. We can't do you. We can't do and. Well, and also wouldn't make any sense there. Woe. Foe. Have you that makes this almost certainly an L. Again, the can be wrong, but we'll get to that. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Looking at this, this almost certainly wants to be the O in order to make this three-letter word work, and then it almost certainly has to be U. It's telling me to do a lot of things. That now has to be an I. I've got a little. So this is going to be for you. And I've got a little sip tip. It's probably tip for you. Get the oh, I mean yeah, or well, not let. Yeah, this is probably get. This almost certainly is an E at this point, just for the vowel. You can't really do LW or LY that much. Um, letter? Letter. Like, fifth letter, first letter, first letter. Oops. That needs to be E. There we go. This would be the R, because you're not going to have two I's unless it's skiing. Um, get the point. Have you been... Okay, so this is yet, which means this is wearing. Uh, stop. Have you stopped wearing diapers? Okay. Have you stopped wearing diapers yet? And I've got a little tip for you. For you, get the point. I hate Wiki. Like, this is ridiculous. Or fandom, I mean. Um, okay. Um, okay. I like these being insult sword fighting. All right. All right. So here's the question. Let's look for why did you want to borrow one? Is that available here? There's going to be two question marks for that to be available. Because they might be trying to do like a loopy thing. No. Okay, that's fine. All right, it does look like they're all going to end in letter. Like, oh, well, maybe not. Huh. I say that, and then I look at these. Well, I mean, so this is interesting. So this consists of these two things. Have you stopped wearing diapers yet? And I've got a little tip for you. Get the point. And then this first letter bit. All right, well, let's see what we get. This does have letter, though, right here. And then starts with an I'm. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 20th. No. I'm going to pause for 1 second to use the bathroom, and then I will continue. Okay. I think there was something. I think it was nuzlocking, which was somebody made the joke of if you don't go to the bathroom, it makes you a better nuzlocker. It does not make you a better puzzle hunter. I'm the or I'm not going to take your insolence sitting down. Okay. Oh, does help if I get it all on the grid. Oh, interesting. There's two black squares there, and there's two black squares between both of these. So oh, they're probably like, oh yeah. They're conditional formatted. Okay. Oh my God. All right. All right. What do we got for filling in more of this? Yeah, 20th. Oh, was I not spelling 20th correctly? Uh, yeah, I think that's correct. Then this is an E. This one's to be your, which will get us the rest of this word. Then before this, unsurprisingly, then wants to be the L. Then smell. Oh, even before they smell your breath. Okay. I was like, how are we ending a word in V? That doesn't seem right. Okay. Oh my God. There we go. And then They'll fall at my feet when they see me coming. Even before they smell your breath? Okay. Alright. I can get... this is reasonable. This is probably a U. You make me. Let's see what we can get for you make me. You make me want to puke. Yeah. This one is kind of long. This next one. This looks like it can be letter again. All right. I'm actually just gonna grab this right now. I think somebody already did. First letter again. Are these going to be all of the... Okay. Interesting. You know, people keep bringing up these, like, insult dueling, and I've never actually figured out how this works, but... So how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Which is interesting, because so far everything's been in this, like, basic one that has exactly 16. Okay. So, sorry, I should explain what I'm doing. So at this point, I know that the comeback needs to be long, and it needs to have like don't or some sort of like some sort of contraction or abbreviation thing here. So that's what I'm looking for right now. But I don't see one. Huh? Okay. Um. First, you'd. Oh yeah. First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster. Okay. And all of these seem to be working normally. Oh, now what's this? Fifth word. Okay. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna look for 6422. People fall at my feet when they see me coming. People fall at my feet when they see me coming, and then two blanks. Yeah. And then we got 2446 for the response. He must have taught you everything you know. Okay. All right, we got a long message at the end of this. Okay. Um. So what's left? We seem to have letters or letter. We have a first, and then CIPHERED. Letter before the first A at bash ciphered. Okay. So people fall at my feet when they see me coming, even before they smell your breath. He must have taught you. I once owned a dog that was smarter than you. He must have taught you everything you know. Okay, so we can't completely skip the drop quotes just because they have this additional thing. Like, okay, so when I see 16 drop quotes, I don't want to solve all of them. Right? That's just my thing. If I see like 16 similar puzzles, I am trying to solve as little as possible to try to get the answer. In this case, we're taking some of the like individual structures inside the puzzle and trying to exploit it. Right. So now that we know that they're all insult sword fighting, we have no reason to solve 2/3 of each of these puzzles. We just need to find the insult sword fighting phrase. If it's that enumeration, we can put it in, and then we just need to solve for the last bit, like first letter, 20th letter, fifth word, first letter, letter before the first A at bash ciphered. Um, Obviously, these are giving us some sort of extraction. We're going to get some sort of loop happening with insults, because the insults are going with the wrong responses. All right. So here we have 3, 4, 3, 7. 3, 4, 3, 7. You have the manners of a beggar. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 11. How appropriate, you fight like a cow? Cow. Yeah. Okay. So they changed some of the punctuation, or this is not canonical punctuation, which is why I couldn't find the loop earlier. I see where I'm going to need to go for this. And it's going to involve a second sheet, but you'll see what that happens when I have to do it. We have another cipher going on here, ciphered, and then we have letter. Great. This is the H. This is almost certainly a T with that being an H. This is going to be at bash ciphered again. And this is 7th. Okay. I'm not going to copy these over here anymore because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a second sheet that like details all of this information, and I'm going to copy this table over. Actually, here is what I'm just going to be making it as I go. All right. So, all right. I'm just going to number these. Great. Great. I've numbered these. Now, we're going to have puzzle, insult, comeback, message. All right. So, have you stopped wearing? All right, just number these as well. Okay. All right. Have you stopped wearing diapers yet? And a tip. So it's come back to an insult 9 and the message of first letter. Then we have insolence sitting down. 6. Even before they smell your breath. 5 and 20th letter. Is this? That's not spelled correctly. No, it is. 20th is just spelled. Okay, maybe it's we're creating these are going into this loop. Like these are just indexing into these messages themselves. 5th word, first letter would get a P. Okay. Message into text. So first letter in this case would be an H. 20th letter would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then we have 5th word, first letter. It is you make me want to puke. It's 11. Comebacks. Stop waving it like a feather duster is 4. The reason why these numbers I'm doing it this way is because otherwise I would have to like keep copying this over, and this is just going to make it much easier for me to like eventually order. 5th word, first letter was a P, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's a T. All right. 4 is letter before the first A at bash ciphered. It is people fall at my feet when they see me coming. 5. Taught you everything you know. 7. And letter before the first day, Atbash ciphered is an F. Atbash is the one where it like folds. Atbash is this. So that is a U. Atbash is, and the last shall become first. Okay. I mean, these are good letters, at least, so I'm happy. This is 7th letter Atbash ciphered. These are probably just made to like fill out. Like the reason why some of these are more complicated than others is just because they were made to fill out the path. You have the manners of a beggar. So that's 16. And the comeback is how appropriate you fight like a cow. It's number 1. All right. And then we keep going. Okay. 3, 5, 4, 1. I want. Wait. 3, 5, 4, 1. Oh, you fight like a dairy farmer. Yeah. And then something like 1, 4, 3, 4. I hope I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose. I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose. Okay. This is another at bash. Second. Third. We have letter. And then probably word. And then third word, second letter, Apash cipher. Oh, I didn't do the letter for the previous one. Okay. This was one on the insult, and the comeback was the picking your nose one. 13. Got to do this. Seventh letter is E. E Apash ciphered is a V. Interesting. Then this is third word, second letter I. Apash ciphered is an R. All right. We're making good progress on this. 1, 4, 5, 1. I once owned a dog that was smarter than you. All right. 1624. I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me. Yeah. Letter after V. So there is no V in here. I once owned a dog that was smarter than you. I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me. All right. So that cuts out this column, which is fine. I keep trying to alt tab between those two tabs, and that's not how this works. All right. I once owned a dog. Uh, so 7. The comeback is 16, and it is letter after V. Okay. My or by my handkerchief. Yeah. Will wipe up your. I can type. My handkerchief will wipe up your blood. I'd be in real trouble if you'd ever use them. I'd be in real. Yeah. If you ever use them. Okay. I think I had a you'd in my mind. Ninth letter. It's also the question of why are we in this order, but that's a question for another time. 12, 15, and ninth letter. Okay. Long. Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will. Nobody. I tried to write no one, and I was like, wait a second. Ever will. And then like an I'd or I'm glad to hear you attended your family reunion. I'm glad to hear you attended your AMILYREUNION letter after K. All right. Nobody Has ever drawn blood from me. That's 8. Glad to hear you attended your family reunion. Is 3. And letter after K. Okay. Great. We're more than halfway done. Well, with this step. After start now. 5, 3, 2, 5. There are no words for how disgusting you are. For how discuss. Nope. There are no words for how disgusting you are. Great. 2, 3, 3, 4, 3. So you got that job as a janitor after all. There's the after, yeah. Oh, as janitor. Okay. I accidentally added an extra A here as a janitor because that's how I would say it. Letter after last Y. All right, no words for how disgusting you are. 10. The janitor. 12, and then letter after last Y. Okay. 11. 4, 5, 2, a bunch, but soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. All right, let's try this again. Delete, thank you, a shish KEB AB. 3, 3, 2, 4. Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all. Okay. All right, and then we have 2 lines of stuff to do. This has to be an H. This is gonna be rot 13 on the bottom. Letter before H, rot 13. Rot 13 is just A to N, B to O, C to P, so on and so forth. All right. Shish kebab is 4, and too bad no one's ever heard of you at all is 14. Okay. Starts with your. You're no match for my brains, you poor fool. Yeah. Okay. And then it's like, oh, is this why did you want to borrow one? Yeah. It's got a comma there instead of the question mark, and that's why I didn't notice it before. Did you want to borrow one? So this is FIR, so ST here. FIFTH, and then LETTER, and then good old word. Fifth word, first letter. So this again. All right. You're no match for my brains. You poor fool is 15. And then the diaper one is 9. Okay. 13442. I got the scar on my face during a mighty struggle. Okay. Sorry, I need to actually look up. 3 comma 5 3. 3 comma 533. Yes, there are. You just never learned them. Okay. This is like 23rd letter. I'm gonna keep doing this just to make sure that I got this right. 22nd letter. Yes, because that's how many things are there. Okay. This is why I did it out. Okay. Scar on my face is 13. Yes, sir. You just never learned them is 10. Okay. Theoretically, I should be able to solve it without these, but they take a minute or two, a minute and a half to do, so it's not that big of a deal. First, you go to Burkina Faso. Wait, no. 42333. This is the end for you, you gutter crawling cur. Crawling cur. 3425. You make me think somebody already did. 14th. Okay. So this is gutter crawling. 2. You make me think somebody already did. 11. Okay. Like I've spoken with apes more polite than you. Uh, 3344. You run that fast? All right. SECOND letter. Fifth word. Fifth word, second letter. You run that fast is 8, and the insult, I've spoken with apes more. 3. There we go. All right. Lastly, I should know what these are, but whatever. I've heard you are a contemptible sneak. As I remember how to spell the word contemptible. 4 and then super long. Uh, no, not how appropriate. Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again. This is the does Jen know how to spell words? Not hemorrhoids apparently. ORRHOIDSR. Flaring up again. A. Fourth. Oops. Word. Last letter. All right. I've heard you're a contemptible sneak. 14. The hemorrhoids is 6, and it's fourth word, last letter. Okay, so now I'm going to use this opportunity to just take a moment and look at the name functions. So I remember there being like an ordering one. Cyclic order. Okay. Okay. So this is the range. This is the from, and this is the to. Okay. I mean, it could be not. You know what? Let's just do this. Okay, so it could be going the other way, but we'll see. So I'm guessing that this first letter, well, actually, let's see. Letter after V, so that would be puzzle 5. Would need to have a V in it. No, you know what? I'm just gonna put big old. No. Oh, that's bad. Actually, I just realized. Okay. Just gonna number these right now because otherwise I'm gonna have trouble now that I'm looking at the stuff out of order. Uh, okay. All right. So we're saying theoretically, letter after V would be in puzzle 5. Is there a V in puzzle 5? You have yes. Okay. I like that because it would go into like the actual like thing that it's like this letter after V in 16, right? Is comes after I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me, and then it's being indexed into you have the manners of a beggar. Maybe it's just looking at the yeah, maybe it's always being indexed into the it's always being indexed into this appropriate insult, which means I could just look at it here actually. The first letter of 2 is a T. Oops. The 14th letter of 11. Nope. Okay. It's. I mean, double T is fine. We're not necessarily starting here. Fifth word, first letter of 4. 5 is not a thing that I like. Wait. Yeah, soon you'll be wearing my letter before H, rot 13. In 14, letter before H is an E. E rot 13 is NOPQR. Yeah. Missed. Okay. Fifth word, first letter. Yeah. Okay. Fourth word, last letter of 6. It's an O. Isn't there like a no? Just keep extracting, Jen. See what happens. Um, into 5 by 20. Letter before the first A at bash ciphered into 7. So D at bash ciphered is a W. Oh, we're going backwards, I think. We have who. Okay. Letter after V in 16 is an E. Seventh letter at bash ciphered of 1 is H. H becomes an S. Third word, second letter at bash ciphered of 13. H, it's not in that one, down here, is an S. 22nd letter of 10 is a D. letter after last Y of 12. Yeah, there's two Y's in there, so ninth letter of 15. A fifth word, first letter of 9 is a D. First letter of 2 is a T. 14th letter. Oh, it went back around. Okay. Yeah, these two are the same as these two, which is interesting. Okay. Well, there's the problem. This is not quite working. Yeah, it's missing puzzle 8. Okay. I was hoping to get away with that, but apparently not. Okay. I'm going to... we're going to redo this, but a little bit differently. Okay, this... Somewhere these are wrong, actually. Hold on. Is there something doubled up in here? 1, 2... Yeah, because this counts 16 cells. So something's wrong with the formula or something's wrong with the data. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2. There is no 3, but there is a 3 here. Oh, 8 and 3 are on their own thing. Are 8 and 3 in their own cycle? So is this not a cyclic order? Let's check that. Okay. Number 9. Nobody's ever drawn blood from me, and nobody ever will. And then the end of 15 should be run that fast. Yeah. I've spoken with apes more polite than you. I'm glad to hear you've... Okay. This tells us a lot. This tells us that it's not... Okay, so I like... Yeah, this tells us it's not a cyclic ordering, likely because there are two puzzles that go to each other. What we can do is copy these to the appropriate uh, things here. Maybe that is why puzzles are in this order, because we never figured out why puzzles are in the order that they're in. Number 14 was a T. It's good. I mean, I liked not having that. Uh, 11 is an R. 16 is an O. I don't like that. 2 is an H. Well, I don't like some of these. Oh, wait. Yeah, 2 is an H. 4 is a W. 7 is an E. 5 is an S. 6 is an S. 13 is a D. 10 is an O. 8 is an A. 12 is a D. And then that's where it started cycling, right? Yeah. Okay, so this letter after K in 3 is an E. Fifth word, second letter of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, R. Okay, so here's what I'm confident in right now. I'm confident that these are the right extract letter. Oops. I'm confident that these letters are correctly extracted, and we just don't have the ordering of this correct. Um, uh, because things like letter after K doesn't have a lot of K's. Um, uh, there's not a lot of K's around. Um, but like letter after K hit a K, letter after last Y has multiple Y's, letter after V hit something with a V. So like everything works. And so now, yeah, I mean we could double check some of these, but like 20th letter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so I trust that the extraction stuff I did is correct. So I guess the other question is, when we're looking at ordering, I mean, I don't know if this is a canonical ordering at all. I mean, what we can do is we can do, like, real fast, we can do that. No, that doesn't look. It comes really close to, like, straw hat, but no. Oh, nope. I mean, again, it starts off looking like words, but that's because there is like these are good letters. We can't say straw hat because we don't have enough A's. Um, we can't spell threepwood. We were really close to spelling Guybrush Threepwood. All right. We can't spell answer, so it's not going to begin with answer. I guess the other question is why are these in like what we've used so far to get these letters? We've used and the response and then we've indexed into the correct thing, but we haven't used why like these two are paired together. Why is have you stopped wearing diapers yet paired with, and I've got a little tip for you, get the point. Like that pairing is what we don't have. And in fact, why are they in this order, right? Like, let's just take a second and do this. No, it's gonna be faster. Uh, search key range 2. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to $sign this. Now this should go down. Like, this doesn't seem to be like any sort of reasonable ordering. Are and these aren't length either. 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all going to be 7 high, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. Yeah, okay. All right. While I'm at it, I might as well just do this. Nope. All right. Aha! They are in alphabetical order by comeback. So now, yeah, let's do the whole thing in alphabetical order by insult. No. Okay. So we found the alphabetical. Oh, what if it's we need to put them this 9, 16, 11, 5, 16. What if we need to do that in we need to get the comeback letters in that order. So like we need the 9th one of D, and then the 6th one of O, and then the 11th one of T, and oh my god, I'm already liking this. Okay, so easy way to do that. We're gonna do another VLOOKUP of here. Oh, nope, that's not the key. The key is here. The range is this. The index is 3 because I want the third column, and this is not ordered, so we're gonna go false, and then we need this to be fixed. Dot the sword master. Great. Did I quit out of the puzzle hunt? I think I did. Oops. Yeah, okay. So this is a clue towards something. Oh, do the sword master. I can read. That's relevant, but not the answer. Keep going. Okay. Okay, so the sword master would be the next one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. How many of these are there? There's 17. Also, again, we don't know if this is a canonical ordering. I'm just gonna make sure that this isn't a thing just to say Carla. Uh, no. Okay. So if we got to do it again, if we got to do all these, all right. Well, what's our V one? Explain why these are so specific. 16. I want to make sure you feel comfortable with me. Is not in there. Okay. Letter after K is 3. Glad to hear you attended your family reunion. Yeah, that doesn't work. Because there's no. Oh yeah, now I know. Yes, there is. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure you feel comfortable with me. Is 16? There it is. Letter after V. Every word, yeah, you say to me is stupid. I got a little tip for you. Get the points. First letter. I. Okay. How appropriate you fight like a cow. Is 1/7 letter at bash ciphered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R is I. Well, that's not good. Wait. No, the seventh letter is I. This is R. Okay. I'd be in real trouble if you ever use them. Uh, 15. Ninth letter. No, I do not need you to do that. Better stop waving like a feather duster. 4 is fifth word, first letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. T. This is probably not in the right order, I would imagine. Um, I'm guessing the twos are ones that also work, but I should be doing the ones because I don't see like janitor show up anywhere, but I see the U show up. So I'm going to assume it's just the first one. Excuse me, and then we'll see what happens. Like it should be clear that there might be a second letter missing. So you got that job as a janitor after all. Fifth word, first letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean this explains why everything was so specific. With these, like why like seventh letter at bash ciphered even before they smell your breath. Seventh letter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. S is H. He must have taught you everything you know. Uh, is 7 letter before the first A at bash ciphered. H is S. Ah, yes. You make me think somebody already did. 11. 14th letter. You run that fast. Is 8. 8 is fifth word, second letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives me an A. I mean, these are good. I hope you've now learned to stop picking your nose. 13. Third word, second letter at bash ciphered. I becomes R. Why did you want to borrow one? 9. 9 is fifth word, first letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all. 14. 14 is letter before H, rot 13. Oh no. Oh yeah, the okay. T rot 13. E. Uh 20 plus 13 is 33. Oh, 7. So H. Uh your hemorrhoids flaring up again. Did we not do that one yet? I mean, we've got something double counted, and I don't know which one it is. All right, whatever. Your hemorrhoids flaring up again. A. That is a 6. 6 is fourth word, last letter. N. Even before. Oh, even before they smell your breath. Okay. Uh, is 5. 5 is 20th letter. Yes, there are. You just never learned them. Is 10. 10 is 22nd letter. Okay, so now we got to find the right order for this. Well, we'll just start with alphabetical order. Yeah. Nope. Um, we can try this order. Which is going to be really annoying. It's going to look it up in the wrong... Oh, actually, I could do it like this. Haha. And then here... Oop, nope. Here, here, here. Oh, wait, no. It is, in fact, sorted. Okay. So I got that job as a janitor after I was 12. He must have taught you everything you know. Is 7. Hope you learn to stop picking your nose. Is 13. And even before they smell your breath is 5. Okay, so we have the 2 5s problem with this. So can you do... Wait, does 9 never get used? No, 9... Oh, yeah. I'm going to change this to a... Also, 1 is how appropriate... You fight like a cow. Okay. 6... What happens if we... badly is the answer. Also, 1 doesn't show up in there for some reason? Oh. To say it's not. Okay. Okay, so this is answer... Okay. 5 is going to be W then. Is there... Neither 5 works very well. What is 5? 20th letter. There's no W in this one. Oh, wait. Index into 20. Yes. Okay, so this should be a W. Great. All right. Let's check some things. 14. Uh, 14 is letter before H, rot 13. T. Okay. Let's just do a quick rot 13 table. Copy paste, Jen. Copy paste. Is a G. Okay. Yes, because 7 is G and not H. Okay. Where's 12? Okay. Fifth word, first letter. 3, 4, 5. 7. Letter before A. First A, Atbash ciphered. Okay, this is definitely... H, Atbashed is an S. Is this supposed to be an H? Is this supposed to be shattering? No. Or M. Okay. Is one of these also janitor? No. Wait. This is 12. Oh, it's letter after last Y. Okay. There we go. And every dirty corner C. Scattering. There we go. Ta-da! All right. That's another one that we could put in here. All right. I did a lot of VLOOKUPs that I didn't explain here. And that is probably what I'm going to do my next Google Sheets help on. Because VLOOKUP is an actual Google Sheets thing. And because, like, something fishy was just okay, do you understand what this puzzle is doing? Can you see patterns and things? Whereas this at the end was like, here's a lot of data that here's a lot of data that you just need to manipulate. I like the puzzle. It's a nice puzzle. Uh so I think I'm gonna make a video talking about VLOOKUP now that I've just done all of that without explaining things. Because that is, like, these VLOOKUPs are really useful. It's people VLOOKUPs are a lot like a bunch of other things in mathematics. Coming from being a math teacher, there are like a lot of things in mathematics in that they look significantly scarier than they actually are. And I'd love to go through and explain them. This is unfortunate, but I mean, yeah, it's just part of your data. There's not much you can do about that. I will say, I one thing I was thinking about, and I didn't make a comment about it because I wanted to save it towards afterwards, is that I really, really, really love how they presented this puzzle. So this is the kind of thing where it would have been from just a presentation standpoint, right? They could have had just this. This is copyable, although not amazingly. What does it look like when you copy this into? Oh, geez. Yeah. So, um, in a world in which I think these were done before copy to clipboard was a thing. I think this hunt was before that. I don't know when this hunt came 2022. So copy the clipboard existed, but maybe wasn't as uh put out there. Yeah, 2022 would be after I helped run Mystery Home, which had copy to clipboard everywhere. But like a copy to clipboard version of this would have also been acceptable. However, it would have taken this puzzle and added a significant amount of time on it, because part of the problem with drop quotes is that you have a lot of like back and forth checking you need to do with them. And unless that is part of the, like, there's a lot of back and forth checking, and by having the like conditional formatting thing from Sofro's Google Sheets um, on here, it just makes everyone's life a whole lot easier. Uh, it probably saved about half an hour of time. And the thing is that as a puzzle writer, you are not necessarily trying to save time for your solvers. You're not trying to reduce all of the friction, because of course the friction and the figuring out what's happening is part of the solving process. But that like extra half hour of time just having to like cross off all the things for 16 um uh drop quotes would have made this take like that much longer. Like, even though I probably wouldn't have gone through and crossed off every single thing once I got past like the fourth and I was just kind of filling them in automatically, I probably still would have had to take some time to figure out, okay, like what letter is left in this column, what letter is left in this column, or what two letters are left in this column. And uh having the formatting allowed me to just basically very visually figure out just by looking at it. Yeah. Uh but this kind of puzzle is very much a kind of bait puzzle for me. It's one of my favorite kinds of mystery hunt puzzles, in that it is a puzzle that looks significantly more complicated when you start. Um, like solving 16 drop quotes is a lot. Uh, yeah, it's a ton, and being able to say, okay, well, after this first one, which is not hard, you can you can get the source material, so you know what all the drop quotes say, and now you're just figuring out this extra bit of information. It's like, okay, we figured out how to take what looks like an initial lot of work and squish it down into things. Did it still take some time? Absolutely. This is a case where if I was solving this with a group of people, this was like that would be such an easy parallelize part. Like, either we could have two people just knocking out these, or I have one person knocking out this while I start making this table. Um, this is what I like to do. I like to go like figure out what the extraction is. And this is the kind of thing where like the real meat of the puzzle is here. Right. This is the meat of the puzzle. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's a good puzzle. I like it. I mean, something fishy's good too, but I really enjoyed comebacks from this set. Anyway, again, I've been liking the Quantum Puzzle Hunt. You'll probably see more of it. But yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe, because I'm on YouTube and I should remember to say those things. And we'll see you next time.